DynamicCardStore.com to get the cards. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCardStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to a quick video where I'm going to cover a couple of different things. The first thing I'm going to talk about are the future star players that I'm predicting will be in this upcoming promo, or the promo that's currently out. So the first thing is, if you're watching this video and the promo is already out, then you'll see how many of these players I potentially predicted right. There's many more players that I think could easily get them, but these are just some that I think possibly stuck out for me for a little bit. But we'll cover that first, and then what I'm going to talk about afterwards is what I'm doing to stack before the promo starts, and packs that I'll be opening and planning to open throughout the Future Star promo, and why. I'll explain why as well, because I think it's quite important to explain to you the reasoning behind what I'm like stacking and preparing, because it might not seem something that particularly makes much sense to many people, but I'll run through that when we get to that point. But I'll start off by showing you the team, or some of the players I think we could potentially see. Again, these are predictions. There's a high chance that, you know, I'll get 90% of these wrong, but I think they're good ones that it can maybe show you that this promo could be a good, interesting promo for you if you're not necessarily expecting it to be that much. So let's get into the team that I'm predicting, or some of the players I'm predicting, and then I'll show you the packs I've stacked and the packs I'm going to continue to stack as well. Okay, so we'll start off with some of the predicted players. The main one, Abirieze. If we get Abirieze, I'm happy. That is all I want to see, is an Abirieze Future Star card, because I think this is the last year that he actually qualifies for it. For those who don't know, I'm fairly sure it's 23 or under to qualify for a Future Star card. And what I've done is I've tried not to include any players that have had previous Future Star cards. So, for example, you could look at someone like Haaland, although I wouldn't say Haaland's a Future Star. I'd say he's a current star. He's already doing phenomenally well. People like, you know, Greenwood, like Foden, all of these guys that have already had Future Stars in the past. If I've included some that have had them previously, I apologise. That's just my brain forgetting. But I'll very quickly just run through the ones I'm predicting. So I've gone with Lunin from Real Madrid. I've got Dest from Barcelona. I've gone with Todibo from, oh God, Benfica, and I said Sporting. That would have been an awful mistake to make. Kanate from RB Leipzig. I've gone with Brendan Williams from Leipzig? No, from Man United. I've gone with Anthony from Ajax. We've got Gravenberch also from Ajax. Obviously, Abirieze, aka the King, from Crystal Palace. Saka from Arsenal. We've got Adeyemi from RB Salzburg. We've got Ansu Fati from Barcelona. Then we've got Kulusevski, butchered that, from Juve. We've got Szoboszlai from RB Leipzig as well. Camavinga from Rennes. We've got Curtis Jones from Liverpool. Gilmour from Chelsea. Ferran Torres from Man City, which, that one, by the way, he's got a one to watch. It might not happen, but because he hasn't had any upgrades, I thought maybe he's a future star. He fits within the category of it. Pedri from Barcelona, Reina from Borussia Dortmund, Bellingham also from Borussia Dortmund, Lamptey from Brighton, and Wijndal, this guy from AZ over in the Dutch League, and then Meisler from Leeds. So again, these are just some predictions. There are plenty of other players that could be in that. There are plenty of players that you could argue I've missed out on. God, the amount of, especially fullbacks, there just seem to be so many fullbacks that I think could potentially get in there. And there's a few players as well. I could have maybe gone with a bit more variety for some of the like teams, you know, like 2 players from Ajax, you know, like 3 players from Leipzig and 2 players from Dortmund, all this stuff. But these are just the ones that stuck out to me, and ones that I would be really interested in seeing in particular as well. Again, a few other ones that I wouldn't be upset with seeing, but it's really difficult to call. It's just really difficult to predict. But those are some of the players I'm predicting. Now I'll show you the packs that I'm stacking. Okay, so going into my store, you can see I have got a lot of silver packs. And now that is because I think that the silver packs are going to be one of your best chances to potentially pick up some of these future star cards. Now, to explain this, I explained this on the stream, and I'm going to explain it in this video as well. Now, the best way that I can explain it to you is when you're opening up packs, you are able to pack these players in the form of their base card. So, for example, I've been opening up bronze packs because I do a lot of BPM. If there is a player that is in form, let's say, for example, there is a 75 rated inform or a 74 rated inform, and his base card is a bronze, it is technically possible for you to pack that guy in a bronze pack, because his base card is a bronze card. Even though the inform is silver or gold rated, you can pack him in bronze packs, and the same rule will apply with the future stars. So for example, last year I stacked a lot of these, and I had a bunch of 2 silver player packs. There was also a period of time where there were 3 silver player packs. I don't think that overran with this promo, but regardless, if those do come out, it's a good time to potentially try and do those as well. But If the base card is a silver, it is packable from this. Just because it's the first one that comes to mind from the list that I made, let's take Eric Lamptey, for example. He is a non-rare silver card. Let's say he gets an 84 rated Future Star. You can pack him as an 84 rated card in gold packs, or you can pack him as an 84 rated card as a silver non-rare player because his base card is a silver non-rare player. That is the easiest way I can explain it to you, and that is why I'm getting loads of silver packs. You can see these 2 silver player packs. They're from the bronze upgrade packs. The first thing I recommend with doing this method, and the way that I'm stacking packs in particular, if you've got a bit of coin total behind you, I would say if you're looking to do it for this way, to build some packs, unless you have something in particular you're looking to save your coins for, whether it be an SBC that's going to come out soon, whether it's because you want to buy one of these players directly for yourself, for example, like me, if you're excited for a particular player to potentially get one, Birieze, I'm looking at you, mate, then you want to keep those coins. But I would say if you've got anywhere between 50,000 coins upwards of that, then this is a good way to do it. Open those bronze packs. You'll make a few coins as well from the players that you're packing for other league SBCs. But even if you have a right stinker sort of pack opening of all those bronze packs, let's say you open, 100 bronze packs and you make barely any coins back, you end up losing a lot of coins. I promise you'll be able to stack a metric butt ton of these SBCs. And as you can see, I've got 67. I've been doing this on stream today. I streamed for about 3 hours, or I think we streamed for about 4 hours, but most of what we did were these bronze packs and stacking these silver packs, and we've got to 67. You can see there's a couple other packs here. These jumbo silvers, I recommend going and doing the rare bronze and the rare silver SBCs needed for all the icons. Really cheap to do, give you some decent silver packs back. And jumbo silver packs as well gives you plenty of players, a couple of rares, but it's mainly plenty of players. And of course, you'll get the rare bronze cards and everything from doing BPM anyway. If they don't sell, keep hold of them, whack them into that. But there's also plenty of league SBCs right now that are very cheap and very, very viable, again, to stack decent packs for this kind of promo. And I'll run through that now. I'll go into Footbin and I'll show you the teams I'm talking about. Okay, you can see here that I'm on Footbin, and I'm going to go through the League SBCs. Obviously, League SBCs were fantastic to grind for the Team of the Year promo and everything, but this is a really good time to try and concentrate on getting some of these League SBCs done, and they give you decent packs for this kind of promo. The first one I want to talk about, CSL, Chinese Super League. If you're doing the bronze pack method, you're opening up loads of bronze packs. I'm personally keeping all the Chinese Super League players and all the Saudi League players. There's a couple of other leagues I'm keeping just because I've actually done most of their SBCs or most of the teams in those leagues in particular anyway. But those 2 leagues on both consoles, especially if you're doing this on Xbox, because you can see it's 55,000 coins to do the entire Chinese Super League SBC on the Xbox right now. 72,000 coins if you're on PlayStation, which is still ridiculously cheap, I can't lie to you. The other one, as I said, is the Saudi League. You can see it's 65k on the PlayStation right now. On the Xbox, it's a little bit more expensive. I'm not overly sure as to why, because it's normally cheaper on the Xbox. But regardless, I really do recommend doing the Chinese Super League and doing the Saudi League. They are the 2 that are consistently cheap. They are consistently very, very cheap, and I highly recommend doing them because, again, lots of these packs, I'll just show you very quickly, get a 45k pack for doing it, the whole thing. But look, Silver Prime, Jumbo Premium Silver, Silver Players, Small Rare Mixed. I said to you guys during Team of the Year, I hate rare mixed player packs or just mixed packs. Awful. But for this kind of promo, golds and silvers, rare and non-rare, really, really good. If you think back to the team that I showed you guys, there was probably 50% of those cards were either silver or non-rare golds. Probably even more than 50% of those cards were silver, non-rare, silver rare, or non-rare golds. So like mixed packs and stuff, it's not the end of the world because you're giving yourself some decent chances still of getting stuff. But again, looking through all of these, you feel free to pause and have a little look through, but you can see they're not too expensive. Al Raid is normally the most expensive one on the Saudi League one. It's like capping at about 8,000 coins for that one. And again, that is on PlayStation. But realistically, it's so super cheap to do, and you get decent packs for this kind of promo. It's exactly the kind of packs you want for a promo that silver cards are like viable to pack good things. So that's why the Saudi League is particularly good to do. Again, the Chinese Super League also good to do. Now, a couple of leagues it's worth looking at for PlayStation. You can see Ligue 1, it's 140k right now. I don't know why the difference is so much between it being 140 and 250k. I've gone through and looked at them. It's not like there are loads of players that say they're zero because they're extinct or whatever. It just seems to be that Ligue 1 is a little bit cheap at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why. The Sudamericana, the Libertadores, both relatively cheap right now, especially the Sudamericana. Again, decent packs. 45k, couple of silvers, couple of golds. You're looking good for those. I really do think at the moment League SBCs again have become very viable. Bundesliga, 150k or 135k, you get a 100k pack for doing the whole thing, plus all of the other packs. The Bundesliga right now is a very viable SBC to go and try and complete. 150,000 coins. Worst case scenario, if you had to buy every single player, 150k, and you get a 100k pack plus other packs. That almost seems like a no-brainer. I really do think that is one of the most obvious things to do right now, because it's just so disgustingly cheap, and I don't know why. I think it's because the lull of these kind of cards after Team of the Year has really dropped, but trust me, it's such a worthwhile thing to do right now. Something I'm also going to do is, once I've got all of these silver cards and everything, I've opened them all up, if I get other League SBC players, they're going to go straight into other League SBCs, going to go into making more and more packs. Obviously, for those who know, I'm a big recycler. I make sure I use as many cards that I physically can, just because for me at least, it's time well spent, it's money well spent, and it saves as many coins as I can for promos, for content, all of this stuff. The other thing to think about, the other big thing to think about, is then using the silvers to put into these silver upgrades and get the 3 non-rare gold player packs. Again, let me just show you some of the players that are available just from the suggestions that I've said, just from my predictions. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, straight away, just in that first element, you've got 4, 5, and then I think it's 6, 7. 7 of those. Let's just say 4 of those are correct. Let's just go roughly at 50% and say 4 of those are correct. That is a fair amount of players with a decent enough chance to get these things from. Plus you've got Team of the Weeks. Plus, again, let's say I've got a lot of these rare golds or the silvers wrong and there's more and more non-rares. You're looking good. You're honestly looking very, very good to try and pack some of these. Last year, again, as I said, I opened loads of the silvers, loads of the 3-player golds. I packed myself 3 of the future stars out of the silver packs, and I packed myself 2 out of the non-rare upgrade packs as well. So I really think this is a good method to go for. I really think this is a really fun promo. For me personally, I think Future Stars is one of the promos I get most excited about, just because of how unique the players are to the meta, how unique the players are to the other kind of players you see all the time. Like, realistically, how many people are you going to see running Dest in Foot Champs? How many people are you going to see playing, you know, like a Todibo or something? But if they get a really massive boost, Gravenberch, we already know with that 82 card, is sick. Let's say he gets an 87, 88, 89. He is going to be out blooming rageous. So I love seeing these kind of cards. Hopefully this video has been vaguely helpful. If you want to see more videos like this, like how I'm prepping for promos, like obviously for Team of the Year for me was a humongous promo and I got very lucky and I put the time and effort into getting prep for that. If you guys want to see how I prepare for a promo like this more often, then let me know. The best way to do that is leaving a like on this video, letting me know that A, you enjoyed this beat, it was helpful, and C, you want to see more things like this. Of course, if you've got any suggestions or any questions about what I've said or what you are personally doing, comment it down below. Let me know in the comment section what you're planning on doing, and if there's anything, again, that I can answer with how I've prepared things or what I'm doing to prepare things. But of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. Make sure you turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video, or indeed go live in the live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tommy. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What?
In a bit.
Now his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know. Hursty Games.